Virtually all essential nutrients come directly from plants or are made by animals, such as humans, from plant precursors. So how can people like Tim Sheaf get it so wrong? Here is my ultimate guide on how not to suck at veganism. If you want to optimise your health or sports performance without harming animals or the environment, hit the subscribe button, click the bell icon so you're notified of new uploads. First off the bat, I see that there are a lot of people in the comment section on YouTube videos saying that a lot of people couldn't make a vegan diet work for them. First of all, I will say that the internet is a very big place. Yes, there are a handful of YouTubers claiming such. Just know that in real life, I know dozens, if not hundreds of vegans. The only two that I've ever met that couldn't make it work for them both had gut issues, which neither of them did anything about. How can you expect any diet to work for you when you have massive issues going on in the very organs that process food? The people getting it wrong, mostly younger YouTube personalities, jump from one extreme to the next. Highly limited diets, not supplementing vitamin B12 or vitamin D3, avoiding foods containing essential fatty acids, thinking that there's one almighty guru who has all the answers yet prescribes his pills and potions blindly. And in one case, even drinking their own urine, likely giving themselves a bacterial infection in the process. This misguided soul thought that their diet would be low in protein, so they drank their own wee-wee in an effort to recycle amino acids. Well, firstly, there should be next to zero amino acids coming out in your urine. If it was a thing, then you can bet that every bodybuilder and their gran would be guzzling down their pee from sunup to sundown. Yet I've not heard of a single case of it. When the body is finally done recycling amino acids, it actually dumps them in the colon. No, Tim, get out of your mouth! Oh, it's okay, it was just chocolate. I'll tell you the best strategy for upping your amino acids. Eat food! As an aside, Tim recently said in a video that he's not had to drink as much urine anymore since he's added in animal products. Well, the fact that he's pretending to have noticed anything at all when there are no amino acids in urine shows him to be untruthful yet again. And in any case, the reverse is actually true. Although it's true that animal proteins are more bioavailable than plant proteins, this is irrelevant given that animal proteins come with so many pro-inflammatory endotoxins. Many of the digested amino acids must be made into C-reactive protein in order to quell this. So in fact, on average, vegans typically have higher amounts of free amino acids with which to build muscle. So, how to do a vegan diet right? I look to the older vegans that have been doing it for decades. People like Ellsworth Wareham, who died recently, aged 105. Eat a diverse diet rich in legumes, whole grains, fruits and vegetables, emphasizing dark leafy greens. Eat a small amount of nuts and seeds, particularly flax seeds and chia seeds for that short chain omega-3. Avoid animal products and processed plant foods, including all oils, refined sugars and refined grains. Supplement vitamin B12 and when there's no sun, vitamin D3. For iodine, eat seaweed. Half a teaspoon of dulse or arame or 1.5 sheets of nori provides the 150 microgram RDA of this essential mineral. Or if you really can't stomach it, then take a Lugol's solution iodine iodide supplement. As a fail-safe, I recommend supplementing between 250 and 500 milligrams of combined EPA and DHA long-chain omega-3s. It should be unnecessary for the masses if we're eating plenty of flax and chia, etc., as we generally elongate the short-chain ALA into EPA and DHA ourselves. There are, however, an unlucky few that can have issues. E.g., perhaps they have a genetic defect and don't produce the required elongase enzyme. In these cases, some direct EPA and DHA would be a necessity. I figure it's cheap as chips, so why not add it in? Historically, we ate a much more diverse range of foliage, much of which was rich in DHA. Sadly, this is no longer the case. If you're new to a whole foods plant-based diet such as this, it may be worth taking a few weeks to fully transition over. Take out a little of your old food and then introduce more volume of whole plant foods week by week. Many come from a background of omnivorism or junk food eating, and as such will have invited the pathogenic Bacteroides bacteria types to live in the colon. We need the health-promoting Prevotella-type strains to process fibre, so going cold tofurkey would likely end in dysbiosis in the gut. Changes in gut motility, bloating, gas, and even pain can occur. Most people blame their bodies and figure they just can't handle these healthier foods. The truth is that they just need to spend a little time changing their enterotype, i.e. the balance of good and bad bacteria that they've invited to live in their gut. If you are one of the unlucky few and after having fully transitioned you are still experiencing gut problems, then likely you have pre-existing issues. Small intestinal bacterial overgrowth or SIBO, leaky gut, bacterial infections, etc. My advice would be to run tests and treat based on findings. My go-to guy for this is fellow nutritionist YouTuber Goji Man, so do check out his channel and services. One area where people can fall down is caloric intake. Whole plant foods are more calorically dilute than animal products and processed junk, which for most is a good thing. The Broad study out of New Zealand at the end of 2016 showed that people eating ad libitum of these foods actually dropped 1 pound of body fat per week. They also got their blood pressure, cholesterol and triglyceride levels down to within the healthy ranges. Of course, if we wish to maintain weight or grow some muscle, caloric needs will be a little bit higher, requiring a bit more effort. My advice is to use an online total daily energy expenditure, TDEE, calculator. You punch in your metrics like sex, age, weight, height and activity levels, and it'll work out where your caloric needs likely are. Use the Chronometer app to track your calories while you're getting a handle on it. It is an amazing free app that also tracks micronutrients, so you'll find out if you're hitting all your vitamin and mineral requirements at the same time. And that's really the long and short of it. Relax in the knowledge that the whole foods plant-based diet is the healthiest eating modality in the world. It is clinically proven to prevent 14 out of the 15 leading causes of death in the West, can treat most of them, and reverses 6, including killer number 1, heart disease. Feel good because on average vegetables have 16 times the nutrient count of meat. On average, whole plant foods have 64 times the amount of anti-cancer, anti-aging, antioxidant nutrients versus animal products. And they don't come with a list of negatives as long as your arm: cholesterol, trans fat, sat fat, natural and artificial hormone, gut microbiome disrupting antibiotics, etc., etc. If you want further help with any of this, I offer consultations and bespoke nutrition and workout plans. You can find out more on my website, henchherbivore.com. Before I sign off today, I'd like to draw your attention to this video. It's everything I've learned about the gut microbiome. If you want to optimize your health, I think this is the one key area. It's a real linchpin. We must get this right. So do check out that video. Go vegan for victory.